What's going on, my beautiful people out there in the fragrance world? Welcome to PRScents. My name's Jose. So I did a alt fragrances haul. I've got 6 for you here. 2 of them I've done videos of already. The other 4 are brand new. So I figured, let me tell you guys what I think about them. They are starting to show up at Marshall's. So Marshall's has them for $19.99. Whereas if you go to the alt website, they're like $49, I think it is. That's what they're charging for these. So it's a good buy, or is it? So if you guys want to know what I think about these, stick around. I'll see you in a second. Thanks. So like I was saying, guys, 6 alt fragrances. I got them at Marshall's for $19.99 each, which is a bargain. And most of them I knew. There were 2 that I'd never heard of. We'll go from there. So I got, let's see. This one is more of a female fragrance. Brenda loves this one. She absolutely loves it. Actually, she bought a bottle a couple of weeks ago for herself, and it's called Strawberry Milkshake. Now, this is supposed to be very similar to a fragrance called Cry Baby Milk, which I researched, and it is ridiculously expensive now. I think it's been discontinued. I can't find too much information on it other than when it came out, it was in a little baby bottle, a pink baby bottle. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but on some sites it goes for like, I think I saw one site like 1,000. Another site had it for like 500. It's crazy. So I can't tell you how close this is to Crybaby Milk, but I can tell you that Brenda does enjoy this a lot. She really, really enjoys it. Now, when you first spray it, it's very milky and very, it has that strawberry scent right off the bat. And for the most part of the fragrance, that's what you get, a milky strawberry kind of fragrance. It's got things like milk, strawberry, fruit, powdery notes, caramel, and woody notes. I don't really get the woody notes, but I do get that powdery, milky, lactose kind of strawberry. And it is really, really nice. Very mild, but a beautiful, beautiful scent in terms of if you like fruity, strawberry kind of fragrances. This is actually really, really nice. Now, I'm going to tell you what I think about the performance, and this pretty much holds true for all of them. And even Brenda has said it. They're beautiful fragrances. On some of them, I can't tell you, they get pretty close to the actual fragrance itself. But the longevity on them, for being extrait de parfums, the longevity on them is lacking. I mean, really, I don't get any more than like 2 hours out of this. So I find myself spraying a lot, and I don't think I'm going nose blind to it because Brenda sprays herself with, Strawberry Milkshake, and I smell her for maybe 2 hours, and then I don't smell it anymore. It becomes a really close skin scent that even I can't really smell unless I put my nose right on my skin. That's the only complaint I have about these. And the reason is because it's an extrait de parfum. You would think it would last a lot longer, and it just doesn't. I don't think it projects that far. But, for the time that you have it on, for $19.99, it's not a bad buy. It'll last you an hour, or so you could keep it in your car and spray it when you're gonna go, someplace that you need a dumb reach fragrance and you haven't, you haven't put on any and it's in your car. You can spray that and it'll last you a good 1 to 2 hours. But this one is actually really, really nice, ladies. If you see this one, I would definitely recommend that you try it because they're out of the box, so you can definitely try it. And that is Alt Strawberry Milkshake. The next one I have for you guys is one that I didn't know anything about. I've never heard about it. I didn't even know that the fragrance is inspired by existed. And this is called Cafe. And this is inspired by Coffee Break, which is a Maison Margiela's replica fragrance. It's called Coffee Break. Now this, when you spray it, that's what you get. You get coffee. It's really very, very nice, actually. I really enjoy it. It's got orange blossom and patchouli as the top notes. As it starts to dry down, you start to smell that coffee. It's got a little lactose kind of feel to it as well. It's got lavender, tonka bean, and then in the base, it's cedar, vanilla, and vetiver. And the atomizers are really nice. Yeah, and you do get a little fruity, orangey kind of feel. And then maybe a minute in, you start to, actually, yeah, less than a minute in, you start to smell that coffee. And it's really, really enjoyable. But again, you know, it doesn't last that long. If it did, I'd be wearing this all the time because this smells delicious. I really, really enjoy this. If you like coffee fragrances, this is a really, really nice one. This reminds me of, oh, I forget. Never mind. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this. More masculine than feminine because of that coffee note, but it's a good one. It's just, you know, again, longevity. Now, the other one I have for you guys is, the rest I know all of them. I've reviewed this one already. Fireside Marshmallow. This is a clone of By the Fireplace by Mason Margiela. And it is actually a very good one. Now, this one does last quite a while. I get three hours out of it, but it does last quite a while. It does smell fairly close to By the Fireplace. It really does. So far, the closest that I've got is, I think it's Jack of Spades or Ace of Spades, one of those two, which is a By the Fireplace clone. That one comes the closest to By the Fireplace. But this is actually not bad. This actually smells pretty close to By the Fireplace. Really, really nice. Yeah, you get that woody, burnt, you know, that burnt wood, sugary kind of feel to it. And it is, I'm surprised how close it comes to it. Now, this has got things like orange blossom as a top note, cloves. So when you first spray it, it's gonna feel a little bit like spicy to your nose, and that's probably the cloves that are coming out. As it starts to dry down, you get like that burnt chestnut kind of feel. Juniper, which is a fresh, sappy piney kind of scent. Gaiac wood, which gives it a little rosiness, but you don't smell, you know, anything heavy as far as rose is concerned. And then vanilla, Peru balsam, and cashmeran, which is a warm, woody kind of note as well. But really, really nice. And it does last a little bit longer than the other two. So if you want to know what By the Fireplace smells like and you don't have any, this is not a bad way to go, especially if you find it at Marshall's for $19.99. It's a bargain for $19.99. And like I said, all of these are extrait de parfums. Now, the next one I have for you is Saxophone. And this is inspired by Jazz Club fragrance. This is also very, very nice. Saxophone, out of all of these, I'll tell you that Saxophone is my favorite. And Saxophone does, I get about 2 to 3 hours out of it, but very, very nice. I remember smelling Jazz Club a couple of years ago, and I don't remember, you know, if this smells exactly like that or as close. I meant to go to Sephora this weekend, but I didn't. But the scent in and of itself is really, really good, especially on the dry down. I don't enjoy the opening as much as I do the dry down. Now, this has things like pine, pepper, and neroli. And I will tell you that in the dry, as it starts to dry down, you do get that neroli in there. It's not like a neroli portofino where that neroli is like right up front and you smell it a lot, because a lot of people say that neroli gives them a headache. This, you do smell the neroli, but it's not overpowering. It's kind of, you know, in there subtly, but not an overpowering neroli. But you definitely smell some of it. It's got rum, sage, and vetiver, so it's a little boozy, and I like that. And then tobacco leaf and vanilla bean in the dry down. And then it's also got something called styrax, and styrax is a very rich, warm, leathery, vanilla, woody kind of fragrance. And this has all of that. Really, I enjoy it. I just sprayed it a little bit. This is a favorite of mine as well. Longevity, Again, 2 to 3 hours, which is why you see, like, even though I just got these a few weeks ago, I'm starting to make a dent in them because I end up spraying a lot of it. So it is what it is. Now, the last two I have for you is Cherry Smash. And this is inspired by Lost Cherry. And this is actually really close. I've got about three clones of Lost Cherry. And this is not bad. This comes fairly close. It definitely smells like a jammy cherry. Yeah, you get a jammy, like really thick cherry out of it as when you first spray it. This has got things like cherry, bitter almond, and cherry liqueur. And I think that's what you're smelling when you first spray it because of that jamminess. I think it's the liqueur. Then as it starts to dry down, you get cherry syrup in there as well. Rose, jasmine, and sambac. And sambac is a sweet, musky, fruity kind of scent. Then in the dry down, you get roasted tonka beans, sandalwood, cedarwood, and Peru balsam. The notes I wrote for this is it comes off as a little slightly synthetic at the beginning. It's fruity, boozy, sweet, much stronger at the beginning than it is in the dry down. But again, you're getting it for like 2 to 3 hours, so it becomes like a skin scent fairly quickly. But if you smell yourself, you can smell it. It's just that probably no one, outside of a 1 foot bubble will probably smell it. I've worn these and I haven't had anybody say you smell good. Now, if they smell it themselves, they really enjoy the smell, but haven't gotten any compliments on any of these yet. So yeah, just to give you a warning. The last one is what I call a smash up. And the last one is called Crystal Smash. And this is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540 mixed with Cherry Smash, with Lost Cherry. This is actually really, really nice. And I've got a few Baccarat Rouge 540 clones and I've got a few Lost Cherry clones. I want to try layering them, but they did it for you. And it really isn't bad. You get a marshmallow cherry kind of scent out of it. And one doesn't overpower the other. They're both mixed in together. You would think the cherry would be the overpowering one, but it's not. And it really, they do a good job with the mixture. Yeah, I like this one a lot. This one has jasmine, saffron, orange, cherry, bitter almond, cherry liqueur in it as an opening note. Evernil, I don't know what that is. Ambroxan, cherry syrup, rose, jasmine, sambac. And then as it starts to dry down in the base, you get cedarwood, ambergris, fir balsam, roasted tonka beans, sandalwood, cedarwood, and Peru balsam, I'm sorry. And I said cedarwood twice there. But it really is nice. I think it leans more cherry than it does the marshmallow that you get in a 540 fragrance. But you still get the marshmallow. It's just that, it's a nice balance. I enjoy it. This is probably my third favorite of the bunch. And again, performance on it, same thing. This one, ladies, you would really enjoy this one. Brenda likes this one also. She likes it a lot. So she likes the Cherry Smash, she likes the Crystal Smash, and she really enjoys the Strawberry Milkshake. I enjoy the other three. So yeah, there you go. But for $19.99, not a bad bargain at all. As long as you go into it knowing that you're going to end up spraying a lot at the beginning or taking it with you and just respraying every now and then. And on some of you, it may last a good 6 hours or so. You never know. Your skin chemistry may be different than mine, and you may really end up enjoying it. But, I enjoyed them. I just wish that they lasted longer. That's my biggest complaint. So guys, I hope this was a good video for you guys. I hope you get something out of it. Again, Marshalls, for the most part, is where you're going to see these. $19.99. If you go to Alt's website, you're going to see them for $49.99, I think it is. So, grab a few and just keep them in your car and spray and respray. So I hope you guys like this. If you did, you know what to do. Comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, guys, you guys make sure that you be safe, you be loved, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.